Hello friends, in this video I am solving the transportation problem by using Vogel approximate method or penalty method. Let's begin. Here is the matrix. There are three factories F1, F2 and F3 and four stores S1, S2, S3 and S4. Demand of store 1 is 20, store 2 is 30, store 3 is 50 and store 4 is 50. And the supply by factory 1 is 40, factory 2 is 60 and factory 3 is 50. It is a balanced transportation problem because total supply equals to total demand. Each one of them equal to 150. Now, in this method, we find the difference between the minimum and next to minimum cost of every column and row. So first of all, we calculate the penalty. Here, penalty is the cost which we pay if we supply the goods at next to minimum cost instead of minimum cost. Suppose you supply one good at a cost of 6 instead of 4, so you pay 2 more cost here. So calculate penalty for column 1. We have 5 minus 4, 1. For column 2, again 7 minus 6, 1. For column 3, 0, because we have 2, 6 value which are same. And for column 4, 8 minus 7. For row 1, 6 minus 4. For row 2, 2, 6 value, so 0. For row 3, again 6 minus 5, so 1. So next step is to select the row or column containing the largest difference. If there is a tie, any one of the two can be selected. But here we have max value of 2. Next step is to mark the maximum quantity of goods in data square of the column or row which carries the lowest cost. This either meets all the requirement of the receiving or exhausts the capacity of the dispatching station, and thus that particular row or column is cancelled. So this is all about this method. So now here you see the list value in row 1 is 4. So we allocate 20, which is the minimum of 20 and 40. So allocate 20 here. So the remaining demand for store 1 is 0 and the supply which factory 1 still can is 20. Now we cancel the remaining 2 block here because there is no need of demand for store 1. Next step is to again calculate the penalty of the remaining columns and row. So now for row 1 it is 2 again, 8 minus 6. For row 2 it is 1. For row 3 it is 1. For column 2 it is 1. For column 3 0. For column 4 1. Now again we have a max value 2 for row 1. So once again we allocate the value to the list cost block, and here it is 6. So corresponding to 6 you see the supply value is 20 and demand value is 30. So minimum of 2 is 20, so we allocate 20 here, and now we have 10 more demand left at a store 2, and now factory 1 cannot supply goods to other stores because the value is 0 in factory 1. Now we again find the penalty for rest of the rows and column. Here for row 2 the value is 7 minus 6 1. For row 3 1. For column 4 8 minus 7 1. For column 3 0. For column 2 1. Now you can see that there is a tie because we have 4 1 here. So now we can arbitrarily choose any one of them. So first of all I do the same step for store 2, that is column number 2 here. So store 2 needs 10 more goods. So we can supply it at a rate of 7 or 8, but our aim is to minimize the cost. So we select the cost block 7 here and allocate 10 to this block. Now cancel it. We have remaining 40 at factory 3. Next step is to cut this 8 block because there is no need of goods at store 2. Again we have to calculate the penalty here. So for row 2 it is 7 minus 6 1. For row 3 it is 2. For column 4 1 and for column 3 0. So the max value is 2 here. So first of all we allocate for the list cost value, which is 6 here, and corresponding to 6 the supply value is 40 and demand value is 50. So list of the 2 is 40, so we allocate here 40. Now cancel it. The remaining at store 3 is 10, and now factory 3 cannot supply to store 4, so we cancel cost block 8. Now here we have only 2 cost block left, cost block 6 and cost block 7 for factory 2. Here now we supply first of all for the list cost block, that is 6 here. So for the store 3 we can supply only 10, so we allocate 10 here, and now the remaining at factory 2 is 50, and also store 4 needs 50 goods. So we supply 50 goods from factory 2 to store 4 at a rate of 7. So now we allocate all the goods in this matrix and we can calculate our cost now. So the total cost here is 4 into 20 for supplying goods from factory 1 to store 1, 6 into 20 for supplying goods from factory 1 to store 2, 6 into 10 for supplying goods from factory 2 to store 3, 7 into 50 for supplying goods from factory 2 to store 4, 7 into 10 for supplying goods from factory 3 to store 2, and 6 into 40 for supplying goods from factory 3 to store 3. And in this way the total cost we get is 920. And my friend, this is the list value we get, because by solving by other methods like list cost method and northwest corner method, the value which we obtained is higher than that of this value. So this method is better for calculating the list transportation cost. Thank you for watching.